Something jolts you awake in the pitch dark. Your heart is already pounding before your mind catches up. No moonlight, no sound but your own breath. For one frozen second, every instinct in your body screams that something found you. Then, nothing happens. No growl, no footstep, just silence and the slow realization that nothing is wrong at all. Your eyes simply opened on their own in the middle of the night, the exact same way they opened for a person lying beside a fire in a cave 10,000 years ago, and the exact same way they open for you at 3 a.m. tonight, right before you grab your phone and decide you're broken. You're not. And the reason why rewrites everything you assume about sleep. Picture that cave. 30,000 years ago, a small fire is the only thing separating a group of people from freezing and from being eaten. Wolves and big cats can see in that dark far better than any human ever could. Inside the firelight, you're safe. Outside it, you're not. So nobody wanders. They sit and they wait and they talk. Here's what researchers actually found when they studied people still living this way. An anthropologist named Polly Wiesner spent years recording the Juhansi of the Kalahari, one of the last groups on Earth still close to how humans always lived. By day, almost everything said out loud was pure logistics: water, tracking, a sick child. But once the fire was lit, more than 80% of the talk turned into story. Ancestors, animals that spoke, the origin of the stars, jokes, ghost stories, lessons folded quietly inside all of it. That fire was very likely the first cinema, the first temple, the first classroom humanity ever had, and it may be the single reason human imagination exists at all. But talking wasn't the strangest part. Sleep was. In 1992, a researcher named Thomas Ware locked ordinary modern volunteers in total darkness for 14 hours a night, night after night, nothing but the darkness our ancestors actually lived in. Within weeks, every single person, unprompted, started doing the same bizarre thing. Asleep by 9, 4 hours deep, then wide awake, calm, thinking, sometimes praying for an hour or two in the middle of the night, then back under for another 4 hours until morning. Nobody taught them this. Their bodies simply reverted to it the second the lights disappeared. Historians went digging afterward and found first sleep and second sleep mentioned constantly in letters and church records centuries old, casually the way you'd mention breakfast, because for most of human history, that's exactly what a night was. In that quiet, waking hour, people fed the fire, murmured with whoever lay beside them, turned dreams over while they were still fresh, prayed, or just stared into the dark and thought. One physician in the 1500s called it the clearest thinking hour of the day, because the world had finally gone silent. Then we deleted it. Better candles, oil lamps, gas streetlights, and in 1879, the electric bulb made light cheap enough for every room in every house. Within 2 generations, the 2-part night that every human before us had lived inside simply vanished. We compressed everything into one unbroken block, timed around a factory whistle instead of a fire. That waking hour never actually left your biology. It just lost its name, so we gave it a clinical one instead, insomnia, and started treating an instinct with a few 100,000 years of history behind it as a defect to medicate away. It's worth noticing humans are the anomaly here, not the exception. Most mammals don't sleep in one long block at all. They rest in scattered bouts, staying ready to wake instantly. The idea that 8 unbroken hours is the one correct way to sleep isn't ancient wisdom. It's a factory-era invention laid over a body that was never built to run that way. So, the next time you snap awake at 3 in the morning, heart pounding for no reason you can name, know what's actually happening. Nothing is broken. That's an old, patient instinct, fully intact after a few 100,000 years, quietly doing exactly what it was always built to do.